Hey everybody, welcome back to Dinner Television. We are outside the Janzen Nature Center right now. This beautiful, albeit slightly chilly, but you know what? When you're in an awesome place with great people, it doesn't matter. It warms the soul, and that's what we're talking about. Something that actually warms the earth. It takes care of the earth, composting. And we're here, this is Mark. Mark, welcome, of course, back to Dinner Television.
Thank you, Bridget.
This is the composting e-school right now that we're at. This is the outdoor sort of composting center that during the summer is just teeming with workshops and daily ins and outs of people learning how to compost.
Yeah, if you're not sure what you're doing, come down, see it, feel it, smell it, work with some of the tools, see what your body can do, see what which one of these methods you prefer, which one's going to work best into your lifestyle. Hopefully, by getting some experience, you're going to know what you're up against, save some money, save some time, and get it working fast.
Well, this is a great time to start thinking about composting. If you're not, but if you are and you have been, great, because right now your soil is going to be that much better. But if not, I thought I would take us to composting school. And what a great day to do it, because winter composting indoor is something that actually happens. But we're going to learn about our soil right now. So Mark, break it down for us, the earth soil. Specifically Alberta soil.
Well, if you've ever dug in the soil around Edmonton, you know that you have that nice yellowy, tough clay layer that breaks your tools, hard to get through.
Yes.
Yes. Our soil here is clay, which means it's very fine particles. And I can give you a look at what that looks like here in this little bin. So here we've got just a little bit of our soil, which is dried out, and you can see how all the stuff at the bottom is just made up this dusty clay. It's like a prairie windstorm right there. And we've all got that in our eyes.
Exactly.
Not pleasant. So our job is to turn this clay back into soil. Now this is dead and depleted. Indeed, it's not going to grow crops. We're going to water this. The water is going to fall off and it's going to erode. This is terrible stuff to grow in. But it doesn't make it garbage. It doesn't mean you have to dig this up and throw it away. It just means that this needs some humus. It needs the glue that's going to hold the clay together and turn it back into soil. So soil you want to look more like this, dark and crumbly and rich. So this is our clay with humus added to it. And
what is humus? What is that?
That stuff. Well, if you go out into the woods here and you dig down under the snow, there's going to be a layer of dead plants.
Right.
If you dig into that layer of dead plants, you're going to find a humusy layer, dark, crumbly, brownish, carbon-rich, wood-chippy material that is just dead and decaying plant material. Now that forms a material which is rich in humic acids, and that is the soil builder in our climate. And here we got a few examples of humus and humic acids, and this one is really easy. It just looks like the forest floor. So that's exactly what our soil should look like. It's got all this stuff in it. So these two things together are going to make the microbes very happy, and the worms and the bacteria and the fungi in the soil are going to get in there and start eating up that stuff and pooping it out and working faster and harder and getting a little bit sweaty and sticky, and they're going to glue that humus onto that clay, and it's going to take those little bits of clay and make them into bricks, and then make those bricks into rooms, and then build those rooms into mansions in the soil, and those mansions are going to grow plants. It's going to be filled with all the riches that is what plants need to grow.
I don't think I've ever heard. It's like the Disney description of what happens with the soil, and there'll be a castle and beautiful things will come out of it. Fantastic. We're going to take a quick break with Mark right now and throw back to the studio, but continue to stick with us. We're learning about composting and getting composting, what should be composted, what should be, what should not be, all that coming your way. But right now, back to the studio. Courtney Terrio, take it away.